Welcome to the Bendix Wingman Fusion Driver Assistance System. With Fusion, your vehicle's next generation radar, camera, and brakes work together in one fully integrated collision mitigation system, providing constant cross-checking and an enhanced level of on-road support to help keep you safe and always in control. Wingman Fusion delivers a faster and more precise evaluation of the road ahead. It supports you with enhanced collision mitigation and other features to help you mitigate a variety of crash scenarios, including rear-end collisions, sideswipe crashes, rollover, and loss of control situations. Over the next few minutes, you'll learn about the history, the technology, how it works, and you'll see how Fusion differs from other systems. More importantly, you'll also see what it's like to drive with Bendix Wingman Fusion and what to expect when you're on the road. Bendix Wingman Fusion is built upon a long history of proven safety technologies. At the core is Bendix ABS, or anti-lock braking systems. In 2004, the Bendix Electronic Stability Program, or ESP Full Stability, expanded on ABS by helping mitigate rollover and loss of control situations. Next, Wingman ACB and Wingman Advanced added collision mitigation, which combined adaptive cruise control with collision mitigation braking. And today, with Bendix Wingman Fusion, we're taking the next step by adding the camera along with a radar sensor for a superior approach to collision mitigation. Let's look at the technology in greater detail. Bendix Wingman Fusion combines and advances three-component technologies on your vehicle: radar, camera, and the brakes. Built on years of on-road experience, Fusion's next-generation radar is a reliable, proven technology. Located in the front bumper cutout, it's able to observe the forward-facing environment up to 500 feet out and will detect moving and stationary metal objects in your lane of travel. Remember to always keep the radar unobstructed from road debris or other items that may block the unit. Otherwise, performance will be diminished or a fault will be registered. Integrated with the radar is the new forward-facing Fusion camera, located on the upper edge in the center of the windshield. Keep in mind that intentional blocking or moving of either the camera or the radar unit will result in a specific fault recording for your vehicle. While FM VSS regulations do not typically allow an object in the windshield wiper sweep area of your truck, Bendix has an exemption from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, the FMCSA, allowing camera placement in this location. Take care not to move the camera from this location, otherwise it may impact the system's performance. Combining information from the radar with information from the camera can help the system deliver faster decision-making and earlier interventions with minimal false alerts and false interventions. The third component of Fusion is the Bendix ESP Full Stability System. It provides the braking system foundation for collision mitigation and helps you mitigate rollover and loss of control situations. The Wingman Fusion system delivers alerts during a range of collision mitigation situations through the Bendix Driver Interface Unit, or DIU, or depending on your vehicle manufacturer, the dashboard display. The other Fusion system components, such as electronic control units, additional sensors, and your vehicle brakes, are hidden from view, but they are still integral parts of the technology. With the addition of the camera, Fusion separates itself from the Bendix Wingman Advanced system with several significant features. Keep in mind, stationary object alerts, active cruise with braking, following distance and impact alerts present in Wingman Advanced are still intact. But now, with data from the added camera, Bendix Wingman Fusion delivers enhanced collision mitigation, braking on stationary vehicles, overspeed alert in action, lane departure warnings, and alert prioritization to support you on the road. Since you may have trucks in your fleet that have both systems, you may note some differences when you drive normally. Look for this camera mounted in your windshield to know your truck is equipped with the Fusion system. Let's look at several scenarios to see how Fusion performs while you are driving. In each scenario, you'll see a simulated view for video demonstration purposes only. The simulation helps highlight the system's features and does not depict what you'll see when you're behind the wheel. These examples are for demonstration purposes only and are not intended to suggest recommended driving practices. Remember, you are the most important safety system in any vehicle and are always responsible for the control and safe operation of your vehicle. You should always drive normally and not test the system. Safety systems do not replace the need for alert, safe, and skilled drivers like you, practicing safe driving habits along with continuous comprehensive driver training. If the forward vehicle decelerates rapidly and the braking being applied is not enough to mitigate a potential collision, the impact alert activates. Red lights illuminate, a message appears on the dash, and an audible tone sounds, indicating that you need to take immediate action to avoid a collision by applying additional braking or steering to avoid the potential accident. When the Bendix Wingman Fusion system determines that a collision is imminent, the system will alert you and apply braking power to help you attempt to avoid the collision or lessen its severity. Collision mitigation braking is always available, whether your vehicle is in cruise control or not. Wingman Fusion can reduce vehicle speed by up to 35 miles per hour. That's almost twice what was available in Wingman Advanced. In the event of an impending collision, you'll receive warnings as early as 3.5 seconds from the threat vehicle. Keep in mind, Wingman Fusion collision mitigation may not intervene if a vehicle cuts into your lane but is moving faster than you. There is no threat of collision, and as a result, no driver alert or braking action is needed. As a well-trained driver with good driving practices, you may rarely have a Fusion alert unless vehicles surrounding the truck present a collision threat. Stationary vehicle braking is possible because the system uses both radar and camera data to confirm the vehicle ahead. Notice how they work together to track the moving vehicle and the stationary vehicle at the same time. As the forward vehicle moves around the stopped vehicle, it exposes a line of stopped traffic. When the Fusion system definitively identifies the stationary vehicle, it will warn you up to 3.5 seconds prior to impact. If you do not take sufficient action to address the situation by steering or braking, Bendix Wingman Fusion automatically engages the brakes to assist you in potentially reducing the severity or possibly avoiding a collision with the stationary vehicle altogether. Remember, you are always in control of your vehicle. If the system cannot definitively identify the stationary object as a vehicle, you receive an alert up to 3 seconds ahead of impact to address the situation, but no automatic braking will be applied. If you're using the vehicle's speed limiter as your max speed and keep the accelerator pedal fully applied, it's important to note that once Fusion has made the decision to brake based on the camera and radar data, it will ignore the usual full throttle override and continue to brake for 1.2 seconds. If you've driven a vehicle equipped with the Bendix Wingman Advanced system, you know a full throttle application will override the Bendix safety system's intervention. With Fusion, however, this is not the case. If it cannot definitively identify a sizable metallic object ahead as a vehicle, a collision alert will sound, but no braking will occur. And finally, the Fusion system will not brake or alert on organic objects, such as animals and people. The Wingman Fusion system provides you with following distance alerts as the gap between your truck and the forward vehicle closes. These following distance alerts are always available, whether or not cruise control is activated. When cruise control is on and the speed is set and the vehicle in front of the truck is in range, the object detected icon will light up. This indicates that the system is tracking the forward vehicle. When cruise is set, depending on the option selected by your fleet, Fusion will attempt to maintain a 2.8 to 3.5 second gap between you and the forward vehicle. Fusion uses dethrottle, the engine retarder, and, if necessary, braking interventions to help maintain the gap if the forward vehicle slows down. If the forward vehicle accelerates away or leaves the lane and the adaptive cruise control did not apply the brakes previously, Fusion will return to the set cruise speed. If the situation calls for even more deceleration, the Bendix Wingman Fusion system activates the vehicle's braking capacity to rapidly slow your truck. If Fusion needs to apply the brakes, cruise control is canceled, and you must resume or reset it when the situation has been cleared. If additional braking power is needed, you will receive an impact alert, and you must apply additional braking to slow the vehicle or steer to avoid the collision. In normal highway driving conditions, dethrottle and engine retard are typically enough to maintain the gap between your truck and the forward vehicle. This provides you with a prolonged, relaxed cruise mode during long-distance hauling, helping to reduce your fatigue throughout a shift. Also note, whether your vehicle is in cruise control or not, if the system determines a collision is imminent, the system will provide an alert and braking to help you mitigate the collision situation. As always, you are the most important safety system of all and are responsible for the safe operation of your vehicle at all times. Overspeed Alert and Action uses Wingman Fusion's camera to read most standard roadside speed limit signs in the US, Canada, and Mexico. On the road, when traveling at 25 miles per hour or more, Fusion compares the posted speed limit with the vehicle's speed and provides you with 2 levels of alert and intervention. When your speed is 5 miles per hour over the posted limit, Fusion delivers an audible and visual warning notifying you to slow down. If your vehicle is traveling at 10 miles per hour or more over the speed limit, the system provides an audible and visual alert, coupled with a 1-second dethrottle of the engine to get your attention. Crossing the border into Canada and back requires the driver to manually toggle between kilometers per hour and miles per hour on the driver interface unit. Using the camera to track lane markings is how the Bendix Wingman Fusion system provides lane departure warning alerts. The radar and camera continue to track moving vehicles in addition to the traffic lanes. If you travel more than 6 inches over a lane marking without a turn signal activated, a dedicated left or right in-cab speaker will simulate the rumble strip sound to alert you so you can get back on course. Depending on the make and model of your vehicle, some installations may enable volume control and/or mute the radio when the alert sounds. Fusion has a dash-mounted toggle disable switch that can be used to temporarily deactivate the system. This is especially helpful when passing through a construction or new pavement zone with alternate lane markings that may confuse the system. The system automatically re-engages after 15 minutes. We know there's a lot to watch when you're on the road. That's why alert prioritization is such a valuable part of the Bendix Wingman Fusion system. Alert prioritization delivers the most crucial alert to you. In multiple alert situations, such as lane departure warning and impact alert, Wingman Fusion will automatically and instantly arrange them in order of importance and deliver only the most important alert to you to minimize potential distraction. For example, the display and audible alert remain focused on the collision mitigation alert, but do not switch to or add a lane departure alert as well. Radar, camera, brakes. Bendix Wingman Fusion. a faster, more precise evaluation of the road ahead, delivering enhanced collision mitigation with fewer false alerts and false interventions. For additional information regarding the function of this system, please refer to the operator's manual that came with your vehicle.